Well, this could be a classic between these two. Might need all 7 frames.
Well, I think it's fair to say, and I'm not going out on any particular limb here, it will be more evenly contested than our previous contest.
Played safe there, did you, Phil? Well, that's a great return safety there from Scott.
I'll tell you what, Judd Trump will be hoping to play substantially better than when he played Graeme Dott in the Masters much earlier this year in January. Quarter-final it was. Dott prevailed by 6 frames to 1. Trump, having laid that snooker there 8 months ago at the Alexandra Palace, had an absolute nightmare. One of the worst performances I've ever seen from him. And overall, Dott leads by 3 wins to 2 in their head-to-head encounters. Although Trump's 2 victories were rather significant, both in quarterfinals. 13-5, quarterfinal of the World Championship 2011. 5-4, quarterfinal of the Shanghai Masters last season.
Well, he's overhit that slightly, and he might have left this red on that's just left of the pack here. Graeme having a look at the potting angle. Judd needed to get that white nearer to that side, that back cushion, I should say. Well, you can't see the straighter red, but he can take this one on. Well played. Needs to slow down though to be on a bulk colour. That's okay, and he's on the green. I don't think this guy gets the recognition that he deserves, really, Phil. He's such a great competitor, isn't he? Former world champion, of course, back in 2006. He's been in the world final once again. But, you know, he's pretty much, he's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? You know, he's a hard man to shake off once he's in the mood.
Well, his record at the Crucible has been excellent over the years. Runner-up in 2004 to Ronnie O'Sullivan, beaten 18-8, that after winning the first 5 frames. So gave O'Sullivan an early scare there. Beat Peter Ebdon in the final of the World Championship in 2006. And he was back there in the game's biggest match in 2010, losing out to Neil Robertson. Of late, though, he has been struggling.
Yes, I was doing Graeme a disservice there. Of course, it was 3 world finals, as you mentioned, Phil, not 2. I'll be best pleased with that. Reddy's just missed the corner, though. Sorry, the centre pocket, I should say. To split a few. Could have finished better. He might have to take this red on down the cushion. I think it's going to be interesting this season, Phil, to see how Judd's... Oh, has he got one in the middle of the pack here? No. Just to say about Judd Trump, it'd be interesting to see how his season pans out, because he was a little bit in and out last season. He wants to do better this year, that is for sure.
Well, I hope he has a very good season, purely from a personal point of view, because I just enjoy watching him play so much. I like to see him involved in the latter stages of events. He plays such a spellbinding brand of snooker. When he's on form, to me, he looks irresistible. But as you say, he's inconsistent.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Tough match, tough match for both of these, really, to sort of meet so early in the draw.
And I was saying that Graeme Dott's been struggling so far this season. What about Judd Trump? He's had a terrible start to the campaign. Beaten in the last 64 of the Wuxi Classic by Li Hang. And he hasn't qualified for the Indian Open either. Lost to Zhang Anda 4-3 recently up in Doncaster. Didn't travel down to the Australian Goldfields Open. And so it's been a stuttering start to the campaign.
And that man in our picture always also looking for something here. Chance for Judd though.
In the most recent European Tour event, the Bluebell Wood Open up in Doncaster, talking of harsh draws, the first round draw was Judd Trump against Ding Junhui. Ding prevailing 4-3 in a match that could have been the final.
Now, can he knock this red in? Stunned down for the black. Bang in the middle. And he's lost the white though. I don't know whether he's played that. I think he's played that just off one cushion with the cue ball as we watch the replay. Might have possibly played it off two, but only able to play the safety. Ooh, that was a slightly heavy contact.
Those two balls were like Fred Flintstone snooker balls. You expected sparks to shoot up. Where's Dino?
Probably having a mini rack of Brontosaurus ribs.
Just while we're in the early stages of this frame, let me give you a couple of results. Anthony Hamilton has beat the Thai Ratchayothin Rotheruk. Have I got that right? 4-2. Martin O'Donnell 4-3 over Darren Cook, the amateur. These are the last few remaining first round matches I'm telling you about. Scotland's Michael Leslie, he's beaten Vinnie Calabresi of Australia 4-1. And in the match to determine Mark Selby's next opponent, Rod Lawler leads Adam Duffy by 2 frames to 1. Looks as though he's going to lead 3-1. Was that a little mouse or a rodent? There it is. Yes, I think it is.
It was the Mighty Mouse.
Well, well, well. Don't think Judd Trump's too impressed. I've heard about certain snooker players being part of snooker's Brat Pack, but not Rat Pack.
Well, that was a chance. The Judd there, caught that red too thick. Let's give him another chance here for Graeme Dott to get back in. Again, he's just overdone it with the cue ball. I think he might have the black to the centre, but it's a big shot to take on. Those are never easy. No, I think he's back again. There he is. Well, this is a first, Phil.
Graeme Dott won.
Dott looking with incredulity. There's the intruder. Oh yes, definitely a mouse. They should erect one of those spinning wheels on Judd Trump's table, keep him occupied.
Well, it is a roll-on, roll-off system.
Rather a bitty start to the competition between these two. Gives them the opportunity to give you some latest scores from round 2. 10 tables in operation simultaneously here. And there's a possible shock in store. Saqib Nazir, an amateur, leads Stuart Bingham by 3 frames to 2. Mark Davis 3-1 up on Steve Davis, but it looks as though the 6 times world champion is going to salvage frame 5. As both players here find their range hard to get. Other second round scores: David Morris from the Republic of Ireland leads Sean O'Sullivan 3-2. And the first player into the last 32, that distinction goes to Alex Davis, who's beaten Stuart Carrington 4-1.
On. Seven. Eight.
By the way, Ronnie O'Sullivan doesn't hang around. You might have just seen him
15.
beating Ahmed Saif 4-0 on this very table. Well, he's back out there on an outside table this time, taking on Chris Wakelin in the second round.
16.
The first frame well underway. So hardly any gap between matches, but I think that's how he would like it, Mike.
Yeah, I think so. He's said in the past, hasn't he? He's not one for hanging around. He likes to just punchy and stuff like that, get the matches out the way, continue with the next one. It's when he gets to the tournament, he has to sort of play one match and then hang around for 3 or 4 days that he hates in the longer tournaments. But let's not forget, like I said, that these boys have got 3 matches to play today to qualify for Sunday, then 4, possible 4 on Sunday to win the event, of course. But they'll have a day of rest tomorrow. So there is a slight advantage there for the boys that play on the Friday instead of on the Saturday. And this is becoming a good chance here for Graeme Dott to take this opening frame in this encounter. It's not been too great so far from these two. Being disturbed by a little mouse in the arena. I wonder if he's bought a ticket.
28.
Able to stun through the gap there, but now this is a great chance for the Scot to lead 1-0. Not good signs, early signs from Judd Trump either, Phil, to be honest.
36.
No, we've already said his season yet to be kick-started.
This red to really make sure then.
45.
Well, you can't say it's been a clinical frame from Graeme Dott, but I think it's been an encouraging one.
53. 60. 61. 67. 69.
And if Trump didn't realise he was in for quite a battle
72.
beforehand, I'm sure he does now.
$76.
Dott is always very determined. When he's got confidence to complement that, as an opponent,
81.
he's a real handful.
$87. 94.
Few mistakes early on, but in the end, Graeme Dott comes good. A 94 clearance. Early days, but he draws first blood, and Judd Trump in a bit of trouble. Of the green base, Graeme Dott made a good start against Judd Trump, 94 clearance, and that's why he leads 1-0, breaking off in the second in this race to 4.
Well, it's got to be said that at the moment Judd's all over the place.
And the structure of his game, Mike, when he's not potting from distance, he's vulnerable.
Yeah, I'd agree.
One.
Graeme will pick up on that as well. He's too experienced not to.
Interesting news, Chris Wakelin has taken the first frame from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
5.
O'Sullivan not used to being out of the spotlight on an outside table. We'll keep you informed.
6. $13. $14. $21. $22.
When Graeme Dott won the World Championship in 2006,
29.
it was erroneously reported in many publications that he was a slow player because, of
30.
course, that final was very lengthy. He is not a slow player, and he's certainly become faster over the years. When he won the China Open in 2007, no one could have been more fluent, and I think he's showing his true self
35.
with the clearance in the previous frame and now again here.
He's certainly getting on with this one.
36.
Needs a good split here, though. They're quite tightly packed. He needs a good contact on these reds. That's unlucky. If anything, he just left himself a little bit low on the white. He wanted to be slightly higher to generate more power. He's still got this red on into the green pocket, but it's not guaranteed. And the positional shot on the previous black could have been better. He might still knock this in, though. Came across it. Where's it going to finish?
43.
Well, 43, and he's left it on. Well, I think Judd knew there's always a chance of that cannon into the black, but does it go to the centre? I think it might. Oh, that's a bonus. Plenty of room. Great shot.
$8.
Needs to put something together here, Judd, just to give him a little bit of lift in confidence. It's been a bit of a struggle for him so far. Okay, we're only into the second frame, but he had a couple of half chances in the opener. A couple of misses from distance, as Phil has already mentioned. A good clearance here would really help.
Yes, far be it from me to second guess a world champion, but
14.
the one thing you don't want to do is give Trump the opportunity to get into a flow. Dott had got
15.
momentum there, and because of that I'm surprised he went for what was quite a risky red.
Yes, but just fell out of position here slightly. Pink to the middle. He might have to take the white in and out of bulk. Looks pretty good to me. Needs to keep going a little bit more. That's a great shot.
21.
Played that to perfection. You just drop this in for the black.
$22.
And again, just a little cannon into the reds here. You can just nudge them open, and he's guaranteed to be on one to this right corner. Well, that's okay. Went the other way, but no problems.
29.
Really needs to make this opportunity count.
$30.
Well, he definitely played on the black, but he had the insurance of the pink. Ingo Schmidt, our referee, doing this match between these two lads. He's from Germany. Oh, he's got a kick.
37.
He had a kick when it only just went into the near jaw of the pocket.
Yes, from the angle we saw that, it was one of those shots where you heard the kick more than actually saw the effect, but you'll see it here. It definitely straightened.
Could have easily missed that, left everything on.
Yes, and so
44.
Dott's decision to be aggressive looks like it's going to backfire.
45.
Well, I think if Judd wins the frame from here, which he should do, Phil, this might just kick-start his match here.
$52.
Yes, it's the second match for both these lads, so whoever
53.
comes through this one, they'll have one more match to qualify for, well, the finals day on Sunday. I expect Judd to win from here. 17
60.
points to lead. Might go back for the blue. It's held for the pink, actually.
61.
Again, he got a slight kick on that white. He's just left himself low on this pink, but he should be okay. Just stun off the cushion for the yellow. $24 the lead, so
67.
just the yellow needed then to make it one apiece. I think it needed this, Phil. I mean, he'd gone 2-0 behind in the best of 7. He was struggling in the opening frame, but this is much better now.
$72.
Yes, a little fortunate with his initial positional kiss, but he's taken full advantage.
$76.
Well, again, once they both get into good stride here, it could be all 7 frames required. But Judd will be happy to put this second frame on the board. Judd special. I think the cameraman might be in danger here with this black. Oh, he's gone for the slow clip. Let me down.
87 of the
Doesn't
frame.
matter, he's done enough.
94 clearance from Graeme Dott in the first frame, 87 from Judd Trump in the second. Quality stuff. More coming up after the break. We call it laying a trap. I think here that might have a different connotation.
Great return. Yeah, put a bit of cheese out somewhere, Phil. It might get him to stay in one area.
There's plenty of cheese when I'm commentating, Mike.
I mean, the boys just have to get on with this because it's the best of 7. And I know what you're saying, but you know, they can't do anything now. They'll have to do something in between the matches. Oh, too thin.
Foul and a miss. Graeme Dott 4.
It's like he's having a go at this one. Great pop.
1.
I was hoping to stun over for the black. Now then, it just depends whether he takes on this blue to the corner, because he lost the last frame by a difficult red he took on, if you watch the replay, into the same green pocket. And Judd stepped in for that break. And I wonder, will he take the blue on? He is doing. Big shot this. Well played.
Well, I think his intentions are crystal clear. Play aggressively, think positively.
Yeah, he's going to attack, isn't he? Every opportunity. He's got this red on the right hand side. I don't know if he's got enough angle to run around off 2 cushions. He's taken on the red to the opposite corner. Oh, that's a great cannon. He's potted 2, that's a bonus. But he's bang on the black. That's what his intention was. Well, he's left that awkward.
15.
Wanted to go by that red. It's a difficult shot, this, even if it's dead straight, just to drop it in. Hampered over this red. This is missable. Well played.
16. Before.
Good cueing there from Dott. If anything, got into the cue ball slightly too well. Let me quickly tell you that Mark Davis has beaten Steve Davis, the grand old veteran of the tour. The score there 4-2. So Mark Davis awaits either Saqib Nazir or Stuart Bingham. They're currently involved in a deciding frame. Bingham in command of it.
39.
And Graeme just landed a little bit straight on that previous black, and now he's having to take this red on from distance. Good shot. Didn't play the cannon. I think he played it around the black. He just held his hand up there to apologise, because he didn't play on the black that way. Does he have an angle here to either come off the top cushion? Yes, sorry, off the side cushion, I should say, with the cue ball into the pack. It's a good contact. He's got one to the centre. Okay, he's
47.
hampered on this one near the corner, but he could choose to take the one to the middle here. Just hold for the black. Oh,
Graeme Dott, 47.
another good chance gone.
Yes, that goes in. The frame's at his mercy. Just graze that near jaw, and when you do that, it doesn't go in.
You could see the anger and the disappointment there from the Scot.
One.
sure about that one.
5.
Well, he's obviously played on the red at the back of the pack, but he had to avoid the middle pocket with the cue ball. And this is a thin cut now. And this is not guaranteed. He's now looking at the intended red at the back of the pack. Well played. No, it struggled in, but it did go in. Good recovery.
One match under Trump's belt already today. Beats Ian Glover 4-1 in the first round.
11.
Made breaks of 53, 52 and a 92 to finish.
Yeah, 12.
And if this shot goes correctly, I'm talking about the positional aspect of it, frame number 3 might be there for him.
Yeah, he's looking at the cannon into the pink, just nudge these 4 reds open, but he just wants sort of medium pace here, not too hard. I don't think there's anything set to corner pockets. Well, he went in a bit more full-blooded than I thought he would have done. Well, he's landed a little bit too straight.
17.
Surprised he went in at that pace. I don't know why he didn't just go in medium pace. Now, has he got any angle here to possibly get out for the pink? I think so. Pink goes to the middle, so it's okay. Still a good chance to clinch the third frame. He's 33 points behind, yes, but just look where the balls are situated. He's just gone favourite.
And if Dott does lose this frame, he will be mightily crestfallen. Remember, 1-0 ahead with a 94 break in the first frame. On a run of 43 in the second. Mr. Testing
95.
Red, perhaps he shouldn't have gone for. Trump cleared up with 87, and history could be repeating itself.
$31. 32. 38. 39.
Now these under pressure, always testers.
$45. 46.
Played that very well. Just done off 2 cushions. These are always a tricky. You've got to hit these sweet as a nut to come back for the green. Oh, it was miscued. Oh, it's gone in. Hope he hasn't done any damage with the tip. So look at this again. Yeah, it just went too low on the cue ball. Well, that yellow could have finished anywhere. But he's still at the table.
Yeah, strictly speaking, although he potted the yellow into the pocket he intended, you could say that was a fluke. Dott doesn't mind though. The fact he surrendered position is the most important thing for him. He gets another bite at the cherry.
Judd run. 53.
That looks pretty good. 53 from Judd. That was excellent to get back in the frame, but it'd be annoyed that he miscued on the yellow there. Well, he has left a pot on from distance. Might see Judd take this on. Well, Graeme has a similar chance and into the same corner. You can see the green jump. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's been lucky to block that corner pocket, and he knows it. This looks good. Yeah, it's not quite the snooker. Good safety though. Well, obviously it's a green ball frame, this one. Only 2 points in it. Could still go either way. Good shot.
Well, the old contact double, or at least a derivation of, with the ball, the object ball, on the balk line like that. That kind of full ball contact can take it towards the middle pocket, but wow.
Well, he's got a 9-point lead here. Judd was hoping to go past the pink, of course, but he only needs the blue. I'm sure he'll take this on to the green pocket. It's going to be frame ball. It'll be 14 the lead with only 13 on, and just look where the black is to try and get a snooker. He's got to take this on. Well, I don't know why he's hesitating. The green pocket then. Hang on. Oh dear me, hang on. He's what's going on? He's fluked the green into the middle, and now he's fluked the frame ball. I suppose if you hit them hard enough, Phil, they could finish anywhere. And that's gone in as well. Well, Judd a little bit lucky towards the end of that frame.
He was indeed. Graeme Dott was in command of the frame. He missed a red to the middle pocket. The balls did not forgive. And so, Dott, having led 1-0, now finds himself trailing Judd Trump by 2 frames to 1. The fourth coming up. Because he's beaten the amateur Saqib Nazir by 4 frames to 3 after being 3-2 down. And Bingham's reward for that is a third round match against Mark Davis. The winner of this contest will play the Republic of Ireland's David Morris, who's beaten Sean O'Sullivan 4-2. I know you're probably screaming at the television now saying, tell us what's happened to Ronnie O'Sullivan. Well, he was 1-0 down to Chris Wakelin. Now though, O'Sullivan leads 2-1. Other matches in progress. Anthony McGill and Peter Lyons locked together at 2-2. Daniel Wells, he leads Matt Selt 2-0. Rob Milkins has taken the opening frame from Dechawat Poonjak.
Yeah, Judd little fortuitous towards the end of that last frame, fluke in the green and then the blue. That really hurt Graeme. Just question how Graeme will respond in this fourth frame. Big frame for the Scot, actually. There's no way he wants to be 3-1 behind at the best of 7, obviously. 2-2, and he's right back in this. Forget what's gone before, just concentrate on things ahead. Just caught that a little bit on the thick side. He's left Judd a little tempty here down the left hand side. Might drop this in for the black. He knows it's not a great safety, not at this level. Well, Judd played with a little element of safety.
One.
Well, I thought it was fairly safe, but he found the gap. Good pot.
Seven. 8.
Might go down for the blue here. I think he can
14.
still hold for the black. But we're talking about what's gone before. These players are very good at just shutting things out, really, and getting on with the next frames. Well, especially the next frame.
15.
I think the left-hand red of the pack goes into this right corner. Just to see Graeme probably stunned down for that one. Hasn't quite got the good angle to get into them. But after that loose red that's been potted, he will need to split a few more. It's just sort of
21.
simmering nicely, this match, especially if it goes 2 apiece. Now then, as always with these, you need a little bit of luck. Oh dear, the white is stuck. I don't think there's anything there.
28. Graeme Dott, 28. One.
Lovely pot, but he needs a little bit of angle on this black, which I think he has, to get out for that red near the corner as we watch the replay. Yes, good pot from distance. Another good chance here for the Scot. Plenty of reds in the open. Well, I think he might have to just force this a little to get out for that red. doesn't like it. There's two options. He can play the deep screw shot back, or you just play a, we call a punch, a little stun shot off the top cushion. Went for the full-blooded screw back. Well, that will do.
8. Nine.
Well, he was a little concerned there. He's just got there. I think he's played on the right hand red, but if had a cannon into that red, it would have been nowhere. It's typical of Graeme Dott, this, Phil. Even if you go 2 or 3 frames in front with him, you know he's going to come back at you at some stage.
Yes, in control of the previous 2 frames, lost both of them.
24.
Needs to bury this chance.
$25.
And although he'll be frustrated with the scoreline at the moment, I think he's got every reason to feel quite pleased with the way he's played in general.
Oh, I'll be right back in this, and all of a sudden then it becomes the best of 3, of course.
30. $31.
Not too far away from the winning line here, but we'd dearly love to get these 4 reds open. In fact, I've just done a quick calculation. Red and black would be enough.
37.
Would leave him 73 the lead, with only 67 on. Even if he holds for the pink.
38.
Well, again, just needs this black. This has been a good contribution here from Graeme. He's needed a couple of opportunities to do it, fair enough, but this is better. Great shot. Now then, Phil, it seems we've got a match on our hands.
45.
Yes, the 4th frame under lock and key when this one goes in.
46.
And I think it's fair to say this contest living up to expectations. Our 3rd match here today
53.
was nothing more than a Ronnie O'Sullivan exhibition against Ahmed Saif, 4-0.
54.
This one though, cut and thrust.
$61. $62. $69. $70.
Still a chance of the century here. Can he get the double? Unlucky.
77 on the frame.
2 scoring visits from Graeme Dott. The second yielded a break of 77. And with that, he's back on level terms. What started out as the best of 7 frames is down to the best of 3. And given the progression of this one, we might see another 4-3. Not much change to the scores on the other tables that I gave you in the previous frame, but there is one interesting note. Martin Gould, who beat Jimmy White in the first round, he leads Ben Jones 2-0. Jones, the amateur, who shocked Matthew Stevens in round 1.
Difficult to pick a winner out of these two to see who's going into the next round. Well, he knew that was going to be dangerous, so he was hoping to get the cannon on the red and not the black. He's left everything on for Judd now.
And the opportunity, Mike, for Trump to put some substantial points on the board first, for the first time in the match.
1.
Yeah, it was one of those, wasn't it, that Graeme was playing. If it had gone in and got the right cannon, he could have been away here, but you know, he had to push the black safe. But Judd won't mind about that. And Graeme might be sitting in that chair for some time.
Six. Shot drum, 6.
Yes, he was applying lots of backspin. Yes, he was hitting the cue ball hard. Missing that for from Dott's perspective.
One.
Continuous coverage, of course, all day today and indeed tomorrow and Sunday of this Paul Hunter Classic. And our next match here on the main table is going to be the defending champion Mark Selby in a second round contest against Rod Lawler. You have to win 7 matches, or at least progress through 7 rounds to win a PTC event, and so by my reckoning Selby unbeaten in this tournament in 15 matches.
7.
That's a pretty good winning streak.
Not bad. He's got a little bit to do with the cue ball here to get back for the blue, though. Ooh, no angle there. Well, he's going to have to generate a lot of action on that cue ball. Well, Judd had the initial chance. Well, he's just looking here to see if he can get enough action on the cue ball to try and possibly disturb the black. That would be some shot. Well, they didn't have the angle.
10.
Oh, he's tried to play a calculated cannon. Didn't play that one. He played on the cannon, the red, I should say, just red, right of the black. He nearly got it. That would have been a very clever shot if it had come off.
Graeme Dott, 10.
Annoyed there that the black stayed close to the side cushion. He wanted that in open play.
They were both close there, but has he covered this red on the diagonal? Well, the red's close enough to the pocket for Judd to play this cushion first anyway. I think he's playing a plant. Well played. He's caught the black as well. Oh, that's a good shot. He's on the blue. Black into open play, but he might have just landed a little bit straight on this blue. Yes, that red only needed a nudge. I think there's a possible red to the left corner here if he drops this blue in. No, well, it looks like he's screwing back for something else. Yes, he's looking at that red, that the three that are together there, just the right hand one. But again, it needs a good positional shot back for the blue. Plays those so well.
7.
Well, I say the blue, he's got a touch of side on the cue ball. I think he was hoping to be on the black there. Great shot. Well, he's got a good angle on the green to open up even more reds. These sort of situations are hard work, Phil, when the pink and black are out of position. There's a lot of mileage going on that cue ball.
11.
And right now, because he's not on the correct side of the blue, Trump is thankful that there's a red close to the pocket. You know, Mike, if the form book works out and everything works to plan,
16.
Ronnie O'Sullivan and Judd Trump could be on collision course to meet here on Sunday. And I can tell you that O'Sullivan has taken a 3-1 lead in his match against Chris Wakelin. So almost in the last 32.
Well, that would be a cracker if it happens. But Judd here has got to get past a tenacious Scott. And this match has got better as it's gone on. It was a little bit scrappy early on.
24.
But some good breaks has been made. It's not been top snooker, but it's not
25.
been of a bad standard. Now will he play the cannon? Just dropping it in dead weight. Good shot.
30.
He's decided just to pick them off.
$31.
One of the game's premier break builders, Trump, Set a new record
38.
last season for the most number of centuries in professional competition in a single campaign, 61. Here, though, he would gladly settle for 70 or 80 rather than a century, because winning the frame is of paramount importance.
Yes, and he might just go into the 3 reds here. Great shot. Give himself every chance to win the frame from here now.
44. 45. 50. 51.
Yes, that was the ball he needed, as the crowd had done their calculations. It's about to go 3-2 to the Englishman.
56.
It's built into a good match, this now, Phil.
Yes, I think in most frames there have been a couple of mistakes, but the scoring in general has been quite impressive. And although this might not turn out to be Trump's highest break of the match,
64.
I think in terms of context, it's certainly his best.
65.
Cleverly using the pocket there. Just look at this to get the white away from that corner. Well, this has been controlled here from Judd Trump. He's got it all back together
70.
again. He knew that Graeme was going to be a tough opponent. He's had to respect that. But that man's not finished yet. He'll be hoping to take it into a decider.
75. 79. 84.
Well, if the pin goes in, it is going to be Trump's highest break of the contest. 87 in the second frame. His desire to take on an exhibition shot deprived him there, but an 84 break, and with that, the well number 3 re-establishes the lead. Judd Trump 3, Graeme Dott 2. More after the break. And as Graeme Dott breaks off in frame 6, other scores around this Stadthalle Arena. Ronnie O'Sullivan leading Chris Wakeling 3-1. Anthony McGill 3-2 up on Peter Lines. Daniel Wells 3-0 up on Matt Selt. Same score, Rob Milkins over Dechawat Poonjang. (2-0 for Martin Gould over Ben Jones. 2-0 also for Jimmy Robertson against Tom Ford. And Aditya Mehta from India, the Alan McManus, and Gary Wilson against Anthony Hamilton have just begun.
Oh, he didn't want that. That could prove to be very costly. I think this red near the pink goes. That's a massive slip up there from Graeme Dott.
1.
Wow, I wonder. And Judd obviously capable of taking out frame and match in one visit.
I was just telling you that Ronnie O'Sullivan was 3-1 up against Chris Wakeling. Well, he's just about to complete a 4-1 victory, the world champion, on a break of 83 in an unassailable position in frame 5.
7.
So most of the big guns are firing.
Yeah.
Didn't mess around with that one.
12.
I think that might have been just confirmed, Phil, with the applause.
Yes, O'Sullivan has won. Just waiting to see what his match-clinching break was. He now plays Alex Davis, by the way.
Judd drum, 12.
Well, that was unexpected. Wasn't on the black. Lucky to leave the white near the side cushion there for Graeme Dott as you watch the replay. Not a tough pop really, just overdid it. And Graeme, yes, has this red to the middle, but it needs potting. And he knows also that he's leaving another one on for Judd Trump, so there's a little bit of pressure on this one. He can go down for one of the boat colours, but this has to go in.
One. Six.
We often see Ronnie O'Sullivan playing with the other hand, as it were. In O'Sullivan's case, left-handed. Judd Trump plays quite a few shots right-handed, not those which require extravagant cue ball manoeuvring.
14.
And that mic was a little loose.
Yeah, they're one or two. Matthew Stevens is another one, because he doesn't like using the rest. You know, but they're not quite of the calibre of Ronnie O'Sullivan. We need to go to the finishing score for another couple of months, I think. Good recovery there. Stood that well. Just got the right side of the blue. There's still one or two open reds here, but Graeme thinking that pot to the middle that he attempted and missed might cost him this match. At 2-1 the lead, Graeme Dott was looking really good actually.
20.
But Judd here has just sort of switched up into another gear.
Yes, I think generally so far Dott will be disappointed with his season, and I think specifically he'll be disappointed if he were to lose this match. At times, as Mike said, he's looked good. Breaks of 94 in the first frame, 43, 77 as well. But in command of a couple of frames, particularly the second and the third, he let them slip. And ultimately, it looks as though it's going to prove costly.
27.
Of course, it was Judd that led 2-1. I was thinking it was Graeme that led 2-1. He levelled things at 2 apiece.
If Trump were to go all the way and lift this trophy, I think he would be an entirely appropriate champion, given the name of the tournament, the Paul Hunter Classic, because Paul did. Very popular as well.
35.
And he won this event, of course, in 2010. So looking to get his name on the silverware for the second time.
36.
Noticeable here that Judd's tempo around the table is just slowed. He wants to make this count, of course.
42.
He's in good position here. He's only a few balls away from victory. Well, he is now.
43.
That's a lovely split. And I think he's got the angle to hold for the left on red. Well, Graeme must be fearing the worst when he missed that red to the centre pocket.
49.
Judd was a little bit lucky to get away with
50.
that shot that he attempted into the centre, especially to leave the white tight on the side cushion, which just put a little bit of pressure on that attempted red to the centre from the Scot. But now then, I'm not sure whether he's just nudged that red far enough. He's done enough in as much that Graeme now needs a snooker, but he needs another red, really.
Yes, it's sort of signed, sealed, but not quite delivered.
Oh, well.
Judd drum, 57.
Graeme only needing one snooker here. We've seen frames win from these positions. Judd really needed to make sure with that extra red.
Now, was that a little careless? Because the last thing he wants to do is give Dott points on a plate. Not that it might matter now.
Oh, I'm just wondering, Phil, if this red passes the blue into the centre. If it does, it might be all over. Well, it's bound to be now. Yes, Graeme's had enough.
Yes, Graeme trumped by Judd. Good match that. And Trump will be delighted. Breaks of 87, 84, 57 to finish off with. Could he become a Paul Hunter Classic champion twice over? What we do know, he's into the last 32 to take on the Republic of Ireland's David Morris.